Alrighty, y'all. So obviously with the collab, we ended up getting, I want to say new content, even though it's not new, but it is new, right? We ended up getting the simulation room permanently overclocked mode. So this is now a new permanent endgame content. It lasts for 2 weeks and it resets every 2 weeks. The entire first season lasts like 77 days left. I think it was like 82 days at first, or something like that. It was like 90 days or something like that. But this is entirely season one. So after season one, after 77 days, season one is going to be finished. But this actually resets every 2 weeks. So the rewards you get from here reset every 2 weeks. It's kind of like that game mode you have in Honkai Star Rail, like Simulation Universe, or in Genshin Impact Spiral Abyss. It's not like in terms of the gameplay, but the way it works. It's one of those types of game modes that reset every 2 weeks. So obviously I do like Simulation Room because this is something where you get a lot of rewards, right? You get a lot more materials when it comes to skill manual 2s, and then obviously burst manual tools, whatever. But you get to basically decide what you get, like what you're doing when you're fighting, right? So the fixed one is obviously all Nikkes are going to be level 400, right? And then you have to basically choose rules, and obviously based on the core ratio you get, the harder the fight is going to be. But there are little rules here that you can set for yourself, and if you set these rules, you will get more rewards. For example, this one right here is like they do more damage to me, they have more defense, and they have more HP. If I choose all three of them, I'm now at 10 core because you got the 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which equals a total of 9. So the higher the ratio core, the more rewards you get. Right, I'm not going to choose the attack one. I mean, I could. I don't think it's really a problem. What's this one? Status bonus. Okay, so any stats through recycling room is disabled. You could choose that. I'm not going to. This one is the destroy thing. Yeah, I'm not going to choose that either. This one, at least 2 defender Nikkes must be included at your squad. I don't think that's a problem. Okay, so I can choose any of these, huh? Either 2 supporters. Let's go with 2 defenders because I don't think they realize Crown is a defender, right? This one, at least 2 Nikkes who are SMG has to be included in your squad. I don't think that's a problem either, right? I could make that work somewhat. What's this? During the battle, all Nikkes are infected by the debuff core anomaly 2. Core anomaly 2, Nikke's HP decreases by 5% per second. Not me. I'm not doing that one. Our rapture code must remain as electric. Okay. But the target rapture is immune to all other damage except those from the counter code. So if it's an electric, that means I gotta bring what? Iron? Because iron beats electric, right? Yeah, so okay, we're gonna try to make that work. Let's go with 22 for now. I could do this, right? The high boss appears at the end. Let's go with 22 for now. Remember, you could always go back to this and score higher if you need to as well, right? Let's just do this for the video. But I obviously can go way higher. So we're gonna go here. Let me build up a team and then we'll start. All right, so this is the team I'm gonna rock with. I got my 2 defenders and then I obviously got my 2 SMGs. I'm only bringing Alice here because she is a pretty good healer. Let me give these guys their little cue right here. But I am bringing obviously Alice because she is a pretty good healer, and I think for something like this you would want a healer. This is all just testing, but like I would have brought obviously Bay because that's pretty good when it comes to tanking. We are so underpowered, it's scary, but we do have our you know, iron core allies. I guess this should have been because she's not going to be able to do damage to. It's fine. 2B being there is kind of useless. This was probably not the right thing. I should have done. I should have probably not run that freaking SMG or defender one. Maybe that one I shouldn't have done. I should have done supporters because in reality here we already have 2 supporters. Right, but you could see it's definitely going to be like, look at our burst generation here. I can't even see my cursor. There we go. Okay, so now we got our heals from Alice, and then we obviously got, you know, Litter doing her thing, and then we got Crown, and then we should go into Red Hood. Red Hood should be able to nuke when we're in the burst skill. We still have Crown's buff, we still have Litter's buff, and Red Hood still gets a buff from using her own burst, so her burst 3. So we should nuke still, which is good. Red Hood is like too powerful for her own good if you did not know already. Yes, Red Hood is quite the powerful character, regardless if you are like 30,000 power under, right? So yeah. And then obviously you're gonna get buffs as well. From clearing these, you get buffs. So you're going to be able to get stronger by clearing these. You can see. So I'm gonna get a buff here now that I get to choose between 1, 2, or 3, and then that is going to make my team stronger. So I can go start a battle, defense increased by, basically 4%. Attack increased by 5% when HP falls below 20%. That's for only Tetras. That's not really something that I want right now. I could go with this one since we have a machine gun, rocket launcher, and sniper. Wait, let me see. Does that contain the characters I'm using? So who am I using right now? I'm using obviously Crown. I'm using Red Hood. I'm using A2, who is an AR. I'm using later, who's SMG, and then also thing is SMG. So I have 2 pilgrims and I have 2 characters who's actually affected by this. 7.5% chance. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the SSR stat. Right, this is random rewards. I could go for an attack gain buff. I think that's what I would want. An attack gain buff is something that I think I really need right now, because I'm not worried about like sustain. I mean, I kind of am, kind of not. When we're in the burst skill, I'm definitely not worried about my sustain. We have the heals from Alice, who's a pretty good healer. She has her healing cube on as well, or she has an HP cube. The new cube is a healing cube, but she has the HP cube, which is going to be good for her. And that right there, that enemy right there actually lowers our attack. So I'm sure there's a lot more of them. And then boom. And then we're in the actual burst skill. Red Hood, again, should be literally cooking anybody in sight. So it's so sad because Red Hood is about to be replaced as like #1 next anniversary. Like Red Hood is going to be #2 best character in the game next anniversary. Do y'all realize that? I mean, that's what we're expecting, right? So this one is Tetra. Oh my, I might have to just go with the Tetra, which is only gonna go to Atlas because nobody else on the team is Tetra. And supporter, this one could go to Litter and Alice. I guess we can go with this, right? More people get affected by it. So I could fight these higher ones or unknown rewards. Ooh. What buffs do I have right now? Circle, circle. Okay, well they take damage, but we got a buff. Here we go. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it because obviously we have the heals. So if we lose 15%, I'm not worried about us losing 15%. We have heals from Alice, right? And that's kind of how this game mode goes, right? It just, are we gonna be able to beat it? Sure. I don't even know if we're gonna be like this team. A2 or not A2. 2B is on our team. She's not really doing anything for us. Right, she's kind of just there to fill out the role, and she was like the only other DPS. But Red Hood is like and Crown is where our damage is really gonna come from. A2 can do damage, but her really like she's more of a. Okay, wait, if we can. Okay, everything is looking good so far. Everything is looking really good so far for us. Right. Obviously, if you guys have this exact same team and you would like to copy it, you can. But yeah, A2 or 2B, literally doing nothing. Like literally doing nothing for us. She was literally just there to fill out the role. So that's a bit unfortunate. We have 2 supporters on the team, so we can do that. Which one is this? Okay, so okay. Change 1 random buff. Okay. Let's change this one. Wait. What did that say? Select the buff you would want to change. The one that's for Elysian. Oh, okay, good. That changed up to what? Supporters? So that's not bad. Or is that supporters? That's attackers. Okay. So this one I can get some more buffs here. All of them are now triangle. And this is our power. We are literally half of our power. We are half of the power for this boss. So let's see if we can beat it. I'm curious. Can we beat it? I think we can. I don't know, though. 2B is really not doing anything for us. Like, 2B is not doing anything for us on this battlefield right now. She's literally just there to fill out a role. So, in reality, we only have 4 characters on our team, right? Red Hood just does so much damage that I'm deadass not worried. We have our heals, so I'm not worried. We just gotta. Okay, I think everybody else is handled on the team. We're just striking the boss down, but this one I don't even see my cursor. There we go. See if we can get rid of some of these guys here. Some of these other people here. Okay, so there we go. Litter, crown, and then what's her number at? 1.5 million. She's not even gonna do damage, I don't think. Is she? She barely did any damage. But yeah, she's just there to fill out the slot. I think we're gonna be able to do it though. We have our shields, we have our heals, and we have DPS right from Red Hood and Crown. So boom, Alice heal, boom, boom, and then boom. And then this is where Red Hood should kind of pop off. The enemy has parts, and we honestly could have done the role where we got like another final boss after this one, I believe, right? And I think we would have been good. 2B was there and she literally did nothing. Red Hood kind of carried the whole way through, and she's type advantage. So these are little things that you can do when it comes to this game mode, right? And obviously I got the final rewards. This reward right here is from the regular simulation room. That's from the regular simulation room. This right here is the overclocked rewards, and I could get more, right? But these are good rewards, right? I could get more. If I end simulation, right, we can choose like whatever. That's fine. But it says my best record is 22, and obviously it says there's no more claimable rewards. But if I was to choose this, I start getting rewards again. If I was to choose this, I start getting rewards again. If I was to start choosing this, I get rewards again. Like if I choose the ones I didn't choose before, I will start getting rewards again, right? Just a little. Obviously you can see it's just 8 and then 6. Like is that, it's not that that's not worth it obviously, but 8 and 6 and stuff like that, I don't need to sweat at 48 core to do this, right? So that's just not worth it for me. I mean, it's 8 materials are materials, but 8 extra to do all that is, you know, I mean, I could try to aim higher, but I think I got a pretty good, decent amount of rewards. So I like this. It's going to reset in 7 days where you can start getting the good rewards again. This is really helpful. The simulation room overclocked, I feel like is very helpful for people who actually want the rewards for skill leveling. So you guys go ahead and do it. If you need a copy of that same team I just had for whatever I chose, which I forgot, then by all means do that. But for now, it's your boy Zxous. I like it. I like this one a lot. You guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.